And many times, actually, we are asked, ki, why don't you write about your father? Diksha, firstly, has written about him. In Letters from Kargil, there's a lot of mention of him. And also, we continue to write about him on our social media handles. And you're a friend, you're aware.
Any tips if people want to start writing books?
I think you should have a clear understanding of what are you trying to achieve from your book.
A first book is not easy. I always say that self-publishing is always an option, but if you can get a known publisher, it's just better to start.
Out of all the books that you guys have written, which do you think is the most suitable for a movie adaptation?
Nimbus.
Okay, Vicky Kaushal in Uri or Vicky Kaushal in Sam Bahadur?
Vicky Kaushal anywhere!
Oh my god, you guys are so insane.
Yeah, 100%.
Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of What's Up People with Rupin, where the vibes are sick, the guest I get to pick, there's no nook choke, no chick chick. Editor bhai sab, thoda halka sa applause, thoda claps. Thank you. Let's get rolling. So this is the first episode. This is an Independence Day special episode, and I could not think of anyone else besides these two incredible sisters to call on this episode. Now, the elder one is a doctor. She is an IVCF specialist, a lactation expert. She has her own baby called Happy Birthday with Neha. The younger one is the co-founder, CEO of Yoso Media and Akkad Bakkad, loves playing football, does yoga, and these two together at karaoke are a hoot. I mean, I'm so excited. I've known these people for almost a decade now, and I could not imagine anyone else for this first episode. Without further ado, let's call my friends Neha and Diksha Dwivedi. Welcome to the show, people. I'm so glad to have you here. Okay, first let's start with your project, your baby, Happy Birthday with Neha. Can you explain, can you just tell us about that?
Wow. So, Happy Birthday with Neha is a brand that is focused on making the pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum journeys, including the breastfeeding journeys of new parents and new babies, easier, more positive, to have positive outcomes, positive experiences for new couples today. So we're essentially a team of right now online birth workers. So different experts skilled in different fields to make their journeys easier. So I'm a childbirth educator, an infant and young child feeding specialist, also a doctor. And a lactation expert, and we have prenatal yoga therapists, women pelvic floor physiotherapists, doula. We also have an infant massage trainer. So different skill sets and nutritionists on board who can help make the journey easier.
Beautiful, beautiful. Diksha, you already have a podcast, right? Called it's the coolest name ever. It's called the Bichari Podcast. So Diksha is the co-founder of Yoso Media and Akkad Bakkad. So this is my first episode. So whatever choti moti galtiyan, please maafy. But you tell me your story. Like, how did this Akkad Bakkad thing start and Yoso Media? What was the journey like?
So I say that I've been into human storytelling for a decade now. I did economics actually for my graduation, and then did a master's in journalism. Came back to India and realized that hey, there's so much in content that's not happening, right? Confessions, long form content. Us time snackable content chalta tha. So that is how Akkad Bakkad happened, really. And that time I was working with Yahoo, so saw a lot of virality there. That is where I've learned a lot about storytelling. And now what we are doing with Yoso Media is that we are basically doing personal branding for leaders and CXOs. What they're doing is they're already doing fantastic work and they already have so much knowledge. We just help them tell their stories online. So we manage their brand online A to Z, and LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. And so I feel like when I started in content, there was very curated, smart content. And then as more and more people came online, I think that content quality kept going down. And now it's interesting for us to actually do smart content again, right? Because we're only dealing with some of the smartest people I know in the country and outside.
Beautiful. Okay, Bichari. How did that come about?
Bichari is well, because I'm very passionate about working with female leaders, and have fairly struggled in the entrepreneurial journey myself as a woman, and so it's a subject very close to my heart, and I feel like, you know, whichever female is out there, I think this is the purpose of my life. By the time I'm dying, I think if I know 100 female leaders who are just a call away, I think my life is kind of sorted in the sense by the time. So that is why Bichari happened. I think I get to chat with females who are doing great work, and actually you can learn from them. Ye hai playbook of achieving success as a female. You can be from any background. So that is where Bichari has come from.
But
And it
also,
is a-
essentially, it's Bichari
so
and
it's
not
a novel.
Bichari.
So it's
yeah.
a mix. It's a combination of two words, which, sorry for the language, and Bichari. I always think that, you know, neutral words नहीं use करते हो तुम females के लिए. तुम हमेशा extreme words use करते हो. तुम अगर assertive boss हो तो तुम as a female, you're a bossy, bitchy female. Okay, and if you're someone who's struggling in life, instead of saying कि यार journey has been, you know, she's a hard worker or something, you actually end up calling her Bichari. So we just
Yeah, it's a superwoman to a
Beautiful.
Bichari.
yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So, you wrote the first book essentially, Letters from Kargil, right?
Yeah, between us.
Yeah. So, what was the inspiration? How did you sort of think that this is a good idea? And I know it was difficult for you, but
So for context, हम दोनों के बीच में we have three books.
Four books, but three on Kargil.
Three on the Kargil war. And so for first book, Letters from Kargil, happened with me because Akkar Bakkar में मैंने कहानी लिखी थी, which was my own platform about daddy. He's a Kargil war martyr, Major C.B. Trivedi, Sena Medal. And तो उनकी कहानी जब बताई तो realize किया कि whenever, you know, I mean, this is the best way of humanizing soldiers, men in uniform. You know, using their words. So using letters and excerpts from their journals or their letters to their family. It did fairly well, and that is how Letters from Kargil happened. Ki daddy ki bhi letters hai, so there are more people who, more soldiers from the war, and especially this war being the last war where the major means of communication was letters and not WhatsApp and not internet. So that's how Letters from Kargil happened. Of course, Juggernaut Books, actually pitched it to me. Priya Ramani was working there that time, who was a journalist I love. So got a chance to work with Chiki Sarkar, who's actually a founder of Juggernaut Books. So she actually ended up editing the book. And it did fairly well, I would say.
really well, guys. She's being modest.
Yeah.
So, first book, the younger one, and then I believe you came up with the second book, right?
Yeah. I mean, my first, yes.
Your
but
first.
Second between the
So
two of us.
inspired by the younger one, or
I mean, so basically, when she got offered to do Letters from Kargil, so we went for this Vijay Divas together after her article. Okay, there's a celebration that happens in Kargil every year on the Kargil Vijay Divas, which is when the war was won, declared a victory, which is 26th July. So we went in 2016 and we met Priya, you know, together. We gave her an interview. Actually, she did a beautiful article on other children of it. It was called the Children of Kargil or something, and that's when she pitched Letters from Kargil to her. She pitched another book to me at that time, saying because I had told her that I used to maintain a diary, which I used to call. So I used to write Dear Diary, and then after I lost my father, I started calling it Dear Daddy. So she asked me if I would like to do a Dear Daddy book. So essentially, when I'd come back in 2016 from the Vijay Devas celebrations, I myself also wanted to do a book. I'd already started thinking about it. I'd spoken to Diksha about it as well. And then she pitched that book. But I think for me, what happened was, until then, I'm not a trained, I'm a doctor by profession. I'm not a trained writer. I haven't taken any professional kind of, training in it. So now when I think about it in hindsight, to be very honest, I think I probably got some cold feet to actually go ahead with it, even though I had several chapters written already. So it didn't happen at that time. But by around that time, because I had already started writing, I did send my chapters to some publishers, and Penguin being one of them, Juggernaut I sent to. So in 2019, I was contacted by Penguin because Vijayant at Kargil, Captain Vijayant Thapar's father wanted to do a book on him. And he got in touch with the Penguin, and Penguin got in touch with me at that time to ask if I would do the book with him. And for me, it was a great opportunity because, see, I had been wanting to write a book until then. Of course, I had a different subject in mind. But in general, we definitely, I would say together, really believe in the power of stories. So here was the opportunity to do a biography of a Kargil war martyr with his father, coming from the publisher. So, there would be a good sort of editorial support from their side as well. So for me, I mean, it was the perfect opportunity to do my first book, and yeah, that's how that came about, and it's
Was
history
it
now.
was it difficult? I mean, the subject matter that you guys are dealing with, and you going and talking to the family, the father,
Yeah, right.
and then hearing all those stories,
Yeah.
it sort of must bring back memories of your own childhood. So, how difficult is it to keep, emotions aside and, logically figure out, okay, this is how I'm gonna write the book chapter
Yeah.
wise, how do I sort of base the book, when do I start, what do I start with?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what were the challenges that you
That's very
faced?
interesting because when I was going to write it, I was supposed to write about a man who's not living anymore,
Exactly.
right? So I again, once again, I was like, okay, that seems a little daunting, but I was like, this time I cannot, get daunted, so to speak. So for me, it's very interesting that you say that, because it was very similar. Also because he was also a Fauji kid, which so are we. And for him and his story, it was very, very relatable to me in general, also, right? Because I've lived in camps, and there were some camps that they lived in, we've also lived in, right? So all the things that I would hear about him were definitely, something that I could literally see myself doing too. Like there was this incident where his father said that when I would come back home, he would wear my cap and he would take my cane and he would wear my belt and all. Though I never did all of that, but I was at awe of my father's uniform always, right? Whenever he used to come, like even now, so many years later, if I see a uniformed man on the road or even in a place wherever we go to, I'm still in awe of the uniform. So it definitely was definitely relatable, definitely emotional too, because it is a life that we led, that we knew was ours, and we definitely miss. I think I speak for the both of us. So there would be times, when I would get emotional and when I would, feel, can I go ahead with this? How much can I do? But I always had this thing in mind that I wanted to make sure that in the journey of the book, I need to understand his character so well that I should be able to think like him. So, my strategy was to speak to every person I humanly possibly can who knew him well enough. So, I spoke to everyone from his immediate family to his cousins to his friends. I went and met them actually, to his regiment officers, to his course mates, to his classmates from school, whoever I could find. And every person that I would meet, Manle, if I'm meeting you, you're a friend. And, at the end of the interview, I'd ask you, who else do you think I can speak to? Right, who you think he was close to. So I think that was my only strategy: speak to as many people, because what do you do when the person who you're writing about is not there? You speak to everyone else who knew him. So that's what I did. And once I had all of that information in place, then I started piecing his story together, say just chronologically, which year, from this year this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. So that's how I put it together eventually.
I think you told me about a different process where you would, talk about what happened at a particular time, and then also talk about the present moment.
for Vijayant at Kargil. Not really the present moment, but one thing that I would that even in Nimbu Saab we ask people, which is our book together, first book together, is that we would ask people, do they believe that he actually were they surprised with the fact that he did this? For example, in Nimbu Saab, he took his shoes off. So we would ask, whoever we are interviewing, that did you really, were you surprised to know कि उन्होंने अपने जूते खोल दिए ऊपर चढ़ने के लिए? As as the individual you knew. So, that's just to kind of gauge कि what people really saw him as, and did he like act differently from what his personality was in the heat of war, or it was something that was always expected of him. So in just to kind of get that understanding of that character. So for example, in Nimbu Saab, we were told nobody was surprised. Clearly, they were like, yeah, I mean, we knew that. Oh, when I heard it, yeah, it seemed like something that he could do. So that we definitely do to kind of understand, like, in he, what was he really like? What were the expectations out of him in general?
What was it like for you guys working on a book together? You've done your own bit, she's done her own bit, but then coming together, co-authoring a book.
But it's so interesting. I always see, people always see us on social media and they're like, oh, you have like a crazy, because siblings can have very different relationships. And both of us have very different like working style. We are
Exactly.
personality wise a little different. So I think, but I think it works for us in some sense. Like this book, it could be frustrating for her to work with me, but her discipline worked for me, right? So and I would say I'm a little. I become corporate in this, so there's a drive folder, there's organized folders and stuff, which I thought I was doing a great job at, but she wouldn't even notice. But for me, it did. So I think that it was very interesting. Something that we realized was that our writing style is similar.
Very similar.
So that is amazing, because if that wouldn't have happened, we have written alternate chapters and you can't
That's
Oh,
figure
you
that.
should have
crazy.
told that. But I've been asking people if they figured,
But someone could have started, someone could have.
Yeah,
so
sure, yeah, yeah.
it's still
So now
confusing.
we'll just keep it to us who's written what.
Yeah, you should guess. Like I've done this exercise.
Yeah,
with
me
friends.
too. And
I'd love to.
it's amazing that people are not really getting, that if some I categorically ask कि तुम्हें लग रहा है क्या कि कुछ अलग हो जाता है कुछ चैप्टर्स में, and usually
But जब ये लिख रहे थे तो क्या साथ बैठ के लिख रहे थे? वो संगति का कुछ
we
असर
just
हो रहा
did
था?
the first few things together, like
Proposal
वो भी
we
मैंने
did
थोड़ा इसको
together.
पुश किया कि ना साथ में बैठ के ना हम प्रपोजल लिख, हमने एक रफ स्ट्रक्चर, यू रिमेंबर सबसे शुरू वाला जो हमने डिगिन में गए थे, we made a rough structure together the first time. We sat together, we kind of said कि अच्छा ये 10 chapters होंगे, इसमें ऐसे ऐसे होगा, एक रफ हमने खुद से बनाया था साथ में बैठ के. उसके बाद not maybe in the last chapters we sat together a bit,
Yeah, like
because
last
those were
two
the
chapters
technical,
we wrote together, absolutely, because
they were the technical bits,
they
right?
were
So we
very
wanted to,
technical and so yeah, we have had sit downs.
yeah.
But not as many, because writing as a process works very differently for different people.
Yeah.
She, I think, can do it together. I like my space in the sense that, I may like literally stare at a screen for 4 hours and not write anything.
Yeah.
What is beautiful is you're saying that you wrote a chapter separate, she wrote a chapter separate in
Yeah.
a different location altogether.
Yeah.
Were you aware of what she's written and then you have to follow that or no?
Yeah, she was
no
aware
idea
of
what
mine.
happened. So I was very late in starting my writing. So she literally just wrote 3 chapters, and I have written the chapters in between. So it was like she has already written 1 chapter, 2 chapters.
So she had a start and an end point, and she had to fill in
I had to
between.
fill in the gap, and
So-
it was so frustrating. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I started writing, and then I'm going to the next chapter to read. And I'm like, oh my god, you have already covered this. So I'll come
But
back.
was it like alternate chapters?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did that. I mean, but there are other ways of doing a co-authored, and we used to ask, like, we called Shiv Arur and Rahul Singh, they are also co-authors of military books called India's Most Fearless. So I remember we calling them from Nagaland, called Shiv from Nagaland, and asked him, how do you guys do it? Because, so he gave me, that's his story to tell. So he gave me what they do. And our basic this not problem, but our basic intention was to make sure कि cohesiveness रहनी चाहिए reading में, right? ऐसा नहीं दिखना चाहिए कि अलग अलग है. So but because we were going about, and this is, both of us have full-time jobs, right? Like both of us have full-time work. So although to be fair, we did try to do the sit down together also at times. We did talk about it in between, but it was just not happening. So that's when, I think I only kind of went ahead and told her, you know what, I'm going to start. And, and then let's see. And, then she filled in. And actually, the thing that we did was we edited each other's chapters. So, if she's written, I'll edit, I've written, she'll edit, give our, comments on the side. कुछ ज़्यादा लग रहा है, कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है कि ऐसा तो नहीं लिख सकते या ऐसा तो नहीं बोल सकते. तो we used to kind of, and we had, creatively actually हमने काफ़ी calmly, without conflict कर लिया. बस discipline में conflict होती थी, creativity में conflict नहीं होती थी.
I guess which is why, I mean, even though you guys were separate locations writing your own
Yeah.
chapters, but the fact that you gave her notes and she gave you notes and
Yeah,
all that,
yeah.
so there is some cohesiveness to the entire.
हाँ, sometimes हम पूरा भी चैप्टर में वैसे बोलते थे क्योंकि this chapter can have ठक 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 ठक, and then we write, so we should tell each other that also, so that helped, I think.
What have you realized? So, if you had to go back in time and
Yeah.
talk to Diksha, who wrote letters from Kargil, what would you tell her?
I think, yeah. Well, my writing style has changed a lot over the years. If you read my 20s letters from Kargil versus Nimbu Saab, you'll see the difference clearly. I think that yes, research was very different in Nimbu Saab. So I would love to change how I did my research in letters from Kargil. I had to. I think I spoke with 50 to 100 people for that book. So I could not. I met a few, but very few, like 5 to 10 people I've met in that. Not 20 people, not 30 people. Nimbu Saab mein we've met everyone offline. She has met a few, I've met a few, but many we've met together. So I think that that does change things in terms of the way you write a book. So I would change my research process a bit.
I think it changes the way you feel when you meet somebody. If you're telling your story to her, say on the phone, and as opposed to when she meets you, when you will probably cry in some bits, or you'll probably, feel a little so that she'll remember, or whoever's asking you will remember. So when you're writing it, it helps you emote better. That's what I think, like when you meet and do the research.
Any tips if people want to start writing books, aspiring writers, whatever you've learned that you want to share with people?
Many tips, right? I think I always say this. One of the first things that if you want to write to pehli baat to na, it is very very important to decide what you want for your book. I think different people write books for different reasons. ऐसा लग सकता है कि it's the same process and it will be the same. But somebody just wants to write their own personal story to put it out there. Somebody wants to write a book so that it is picked up by lots of people, so that they're able to sell lots of copies, etc. Someone just wants to say monumentalize a story that they have or something like that. So I think that, or someone just wants to write the most beautiful words and like a literary genius, right? मुझे लगता है कि it's just personally my opinion. I think you should have a clear understanding of what are you trying to achieve from your book, and what are your strengths and weaknesses. If you are aware of that, then you are able to handle that book in that way. So for example, I've been saying this, that I don't think I'm a literary genius, right? It's not that the words I use are the best, okay, or that my idea is that I want maximum people to pick up a Nimbu Saab or a Letters from Kargil or a Vijayant at Kargil or the Lone Wolf. Just pick up the book and read and remember something from it. So I want my language to be simple, for example, right? I'm not going to write beautifully, or going to the thesaurus to figure. So yeah, I want to write books that are relatable to everybody. I want more people to pick it up. So that's one. I definitely want, realize that my books are youth centric, right? Until now we've done stories that are that can inspire generations, right? While telling the story of the person. So like I said, so that kind of sets the tone for how you're going to do the research and everything also, right? And then of course publishing में बहुत चीज़ें हैं, right? We actually get asked this a lot. I'm sure even she does, right? कि कैसे करना है publish and how to go about it. The good thing is that there are many ways to publish a book. But it's not, it won't always be, I think it's been slightly easier for us because we got offered in the beginning only. But I know of struggles of people who are wanting to publish a book and going after publishers and not getting it. तो मुझे लगता है उसमें they have to kind of, like I said, if you set your expectations and then you write a book proposal and then go about it, it'll be a much better way to kind of go about it.
So,
I would
please.
just add to it that since obviously a first book is not easy, I always say that self-publishing is always an option, but if you can get a known publisher, it's just better to start. But write a book proposal for yourself. There are so many templates out there on the internet. Pick it up if you really want to write.
Yeah.
Make a fantastic proposal, follow these templates, and second, then just get a list of editors from publishers and send it out to them with a nice email. I think content में इतना scope है. Publishers are always looking for ideas that are little different, you know, and I think these are the two things. If you do, then your process starts. So I'm a very meko deadline de do kind of writer, you know, and I think it helps honestly.
Discipline and all.
Yeah.
Deadline always helps.
क्योंकि
Otherwise,
बहुत लोगों को लगता है कि हमारे पास बहुत ही रेवोल्यूशनरी आइडिया है, हमारी कहानी सबसे बेहतरीन है, बट उनको ये नहीं पता कि शुरू कहाँ से करना है, बीच में कैसे भरना, खत्म कैसे करना है. How to make it interesting, engaging enough that the reader sort of reads the entire thing, doesn't get bored. So
the other thing is, see, I think I understood this बहुत पहले कि मैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बिना साइन करे कहानी नहीं शुरू करूँगी, ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट मोटिवेशन बिट ओनली. देर आर पीपल हु हैव एन एंटायर मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट एंड देन दे सेल इट टू द पब्लिशर, विच इज़ ग्रेट इफ़ यू कैन डू दैट, बट यू हैव टू बी अ रियली सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड इंडिविजुअल. क्योंकि कहानियाँ लिखना, इनफैक्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन करने के बाद भी अगर आपका 1 साल बाद का डेडलाइन है, राइट, लग जाता है टाइम. आई मीन, you know, to be able to just sit on the table, chair, work on your story, it's a process. That's why I say, I've always said this, that I want to be in the process of writing books constantly, because otherwise how will I practice with my job and all? I'm not going to be able to work on the craft in general if I'm not able to.
that was my next question. How do you sort of manage? You're a doctor, you have this new baby,
Yeah.
but happy birthday.
Yeah.
You have your own company,
Yeah.
and then you know you also have football. So उसमें से time निकाल के to write a book together.
Yeah.
How do you guys manage?
मेरे पास है टाइम, आई थिंक, ठीक है. आई थिंक द ओनली थिंग दैट आई एम डूइंग इज वर्किंग, फ्रैंकली, फोकस्ड, okay, which is happy birthday. I'm focusing on happy birthday. I'm focusing on the book when I'm writing. Everything else is passive, you know. I don't have responsibilities of, say, I don't have children or anything that I have to take care of. I don't really have to answer to 50 other people. I work for my own self, so I don't have a boss, right? So I think that if so far as I really want, I can do it. I definitely won't take things that I can't do. If I feel that I can't do justice to something, I don't do it. So even if a book, say someone comes to me with a proposal to do a book and they want it in, say, 3 months, 6 months, I'm not going to take it, because I'm not going to be able to do it in 6 months, right? I tell them also कि भाई मेरा काम भी है. I'm not going to take away from that and put it here.
Yeah.
And by now I'm 4 books old now. I mean, 3 published, and I've done another writing project earlier. So I've done about 4 books, and I know of my process, and I know what I can do, and I'm very aware of what I can't. So to very simply answer your question, I only take what I can do. What I can't, I won't take it.
Superb. Diksha.
I always say that okay, time management is one thing, but energy management is other. So what you said about football and yoga, etc., everything is so that I can manage my energy. I run a full-time company. I have a co-founder. I have some 20 full-time colleagues, I would call them, and fantastic clients as well. But I think that book writing is not something I'm going to do every year. It's something that is because I want to really tell this story.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to take out time. So I am, I have been, I think now it's a habit that I've been doing for a decade, that I am mostly working or working out. And then if there's some time, then partying, right? But this is focus. Like this is my life, and my personal and professional goals are very clear in my head. I want to build a large business that has a very, very good brand name, and second is that that I want to be the fittest in my 30s and maybe the 40s. So just going after these 2 goals, and I think
May the
it
force
works.
be with you.
And delegate everything else. Like I think I've delegated my fitness also now, that hey, I have a fitness coach, and that's why I think it works out very well.
Brilliant. Let's talk about Nimbu Saab. That's the latest book, right?
Yeah.
When was it released? What's it about?
So it has just released, actually. It's just come out
Yes,
in the
pick up
market
the
in
copy.
July. You can find it in any bookstore and Amazon, basically online anywhere. Nimbu Saab is about a Naga Kargil War hero. His name is Captain Nikizaku Kengurse. He's a Mahavir Chakra awardee, which is the second highest gallantry award. Why this story is interesting to us is because you don't know about Nagaland. You don't know what relationship India had with Nagaland. You cannot imagine a Naga guy, very simple Naga, God-fearing guy, to give up his life for the country. something that you don't hear every day. His personal life is very interesting. His army life is very interesting, and I think that is for us that was really what was a pressing need. I think that through this book we don't only want to tell Nibu's story. Nibu is his nickname. We also want to tell Nagaland's story to the whole of India.
Essentially, see, I think another thing that we realize is when we write books like this, right? We are always writing about, at least until now, about a hero, about another hero, and many times actually we are asked, कि why don't you write about your father? तो मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ कि Diksha firstly has written about him in Letters from Kargil. There's a lot of mention of him, and also we continue to write about him on our social media handles. And you're our
Yeah.
friend, you're aware. That every now and then we will write about him. We'll write excerpts, we'll write things that we remember, and we manage to keep him alive in our memories and his friends, family, etc. But everybody does not have the same either resource or skill or just a lot of them have the want to do it, but not the means to do it, right? And I think being a Bravehearts family, the daughters of a Kargil war hero, who have the resources, means, maybe some skill, etc., to do it. I think like I've been saying this many times now, if we don't do it, who will? So for us, this was very interesting because it's also they're in Nagaland. When we met them, we realized that they wanted to tell the story also, but they just didn't know how. And also there's a trust factor, Rupin. He's somebody, when you are the family of a hero, you're also very possessive about their story. You don't want to tell it to everybody, and you don't want to take the chance कि कौन कैसे क्या लिखेगा उस बारे में, right? And I think that in a sense is an advantage that me and Diksha have, that other people don't. And if they that's why I'm sure she could do a book like Letters from Kargil. Would people give their letters to everybody? They won't. Right? So I think it's a matter of great privilege and honor to be able to tell stories of heroes. And that's essentially what we want to do.
Incredible, beautiful. Now I'm gonna sort of we've talked about a lot of serious stuff. Now dheere dheere we'll move towards thoda fun stuff. Okay.
Sure.
Out of all the books that you guys have written, which do you think is the most suitable for a movie adaptation?
Nimbus.
Nimbusab.
Is it because it's recent or no?
I think Vijayendra Kargil is also a very, very good adapt.
Yeah, see, every story is unique. But Nimbu Saab, because you said movie, it has the dramatics.
Like he took off
his story.
boots in minus 10 degrees.
That's right.
So
Yeah, so if you think about it, his story has all the elements of a good dramatic representation. If he came from modest means, he was a really modest mean, 13 siblings, itna bada ghar, itni badi family, do kamre ka ghar,
two
from
sets
there.
of parents.
Yeah.
Who got divorced when he was probably 3 or 4.
So it's सारा कुछ है उसमें. You have action, you have drama, you have romance. Go for it.
Beautiful. Who do you see as as a Bollywood star or an actor who's perfect for this role?
Oh, what a that's a
This is
एक रोल मेरे को दे देना थोड़ा, ठीक है?
huh?
छोटा रोल मेरे को दे देना.
I have done that.
Chota,
I
chota.
You
think
can be
Aamir Khan-
Atule. If Amir Khan becomes the Nibu, then he can be Atule. You can be the narrator. Atule is the narrator.
Oh,
But
lovely.
I'll tell you, the most important thing about if any of these books become a movie, has to be played by an A-star actor, because these are important stories.
Yes.
We want everyone to watch it, and that is very, very simple in our heads.
मैं थोड़ी कन्फ्लिक्टेड हूँ इस चीज़ में. मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि it's a Naga hero. Shouldn't a Naga person be playing that role?
That's the truth.
But then I think then if it's backed by a big banner, then
yes.
But वही, I mean, I'm sure that these are the conflicts that everybody has. But मुझे थोड़ा लगता है कि why not choose a Naga hero and then
As long as someone's authentically, honestly playing that,
yeah.
I think that it needs to come. And I think cinema is changing. There are a lot of other people. I saw Kill
so
the
many
other
formats.
day. No big A-lister, but apparently the movie is doing really
Which
well.
one?
Lapata Ladies.
Oh,
Kill,
Lapata. But Lapata is matlab back.
Exactly, it's a
but
big banner.
But it's very good, right? Like it
very,
deserves
very
every recognition that it's getting because it deserves it. Very nuanced, very beautiful, lovely way of storytelling. I love that. But yeah, I mean, these are important stories, and they've been told now in the way that they've been told, and they deserve, a good representation, if nothing else.
Now more fun. So this is the third gear of fun, okay? I'm gonna ask you this or that, okay? This segment is called Rolling with Rupin.
Ah, nice.
R. No, RWR.
RW.
Shit, sorry.
चलता है कोई नहीं. That's my song, guys.
That's
सुनना,
his
ठीक है?
song, guys. Subtle plug.
Okay. Sunny Deol in Border or Sunny Deol in Gadar?
Border for me.
Gadar.
Okay. Vicky Kaushal in Uri or Vicky Kaushal in Sam Bahadur?
Vicky
Kaushal
Kaushal.
anywhere.
Oh my god, you guys are so insane.
Yeah, 100%.
Arey, this is not how it works, yaar.
Well,
Choose one.
Uri.
I guess Uri. I mean, see, frankly, no. Actually, Sam Manekshaw. Have you seen it? Sam Manekshaw. He's done a very good
But he doesn't
likeness.
look like himself.
He's not supposed to. He's supposed to
I
look
know.
like Sam.
Supposed
I know, but I
But
like
he's.
him.
I feel like he's really done a lot of. You can see the hard work he's done to kind of become like him and walk with a slouch and talk like him. So I think just for the effort that he's put in.
Sam?
Very good.
And Uri.
Uri?
I mean, Uri is my.
Yes.
It's more favorite movie, but for
Uri,
role's
Uri.
sake, I think he did really well in Sam.
Vicky Kaushal in Sam or Vicky Kaushal in Sardar Udham?
I've seen both.
I've also seen. I think Sardar
Sardar.
Udham. So
Interesting.
that's too much, yeah.
More relatable.
Third question.
Quite relatable.
Very nice, very nice. You guys are in sync. I like it. The way you shouted, Vicky Kaushal.
Yeah. We're big Vicky Kaushal fans. Vicky, see you later.
Yes,
I
Vicky.
messaged you on Facebook a few years ago.
Too many years back. But
Now
you can
she-
go
I could be
check.
Katrina, but it's okay.
चलता है कोई नहीं. Okay. Amir Khan in Lagan or Amir Khan in Rang De Basanti?
Amir Khan and Rang De Basanti.
Always.
100%.
Completely.
Never anywhere else.
Plus one.
Yeah.
Amir Khan in Rang De Basanti or Amir Khan in Mangal Pandey?
Rang De Basanti.
Rang De Basanti.
Always.
Rang De, we
No,
are Rang De
just-
Basanti fans
Question
again.
ही नहीं है
Question
रुपए.
ही नहीं. Rang De Basanti
मैंने
is like
6 बार देखी रंग दे बसंती मूवी हॉल में. Forget CD VD. 6 बार मूवी हॉल में देखी है मैंने रंग दे बसंती.
This quiz should be called Independence Day quiz.
This is the Independence
all
Day
about
quiz because this is the
patriotism.
Independence Day
RWR.
episode, guys. Happy Independence Day.
RWR Independence Day version.
Okay. Akshay Kumar in Kesari or Akshay Kumar in Airlift?
I haven't seen Kesar.
Neither have I. I've also only seen Airlift. So
Then
Airlift.
I guess.
चलो Airlift.
जबकि
हो
मैं
गया.
साथ में भी नहीं देखी दीक्षित. I think you're really copying me now. Just stop it.
Stop it, guys. Alia Bhatt in Razi or Sara Ali Khan in Ae Watan Mere Watan?
Alia Bhatt and Razi for sure.
Always.
Dixit.
Who was the better Bhagat Singh, Bobby Deol or Ajay Devgan?
Ajay Devgan for me.
Wait.
Legend of
Yeah.
Bhagat Singh.
Yeah.
Ajay Devgan.
Last question. Siddharth Malhotra in Shersha or Siddharth Malhotra in Yodha?
I haven't seen Yodha. So Shersha. So
Okay.
we also were there at the trailer launch of Shersha. So we saw
we're
Siddharth
cool like
Malhotra.
that. We have a picture
We
with
also met
Karan
Karan
Johar
and we
from
gave him
there.
our books.
Our friend
Nice.
Karan.
Yeah.
Karan, you have our number. Just send.
Yeah.
Make the movie already.
Karan Nimbu
Just
Saab.
give us a call.
If you haven't read the
Nimbu Saab.
book, come on.
Give me your address, I'll just send it to you.
Yeah. Okay, now it's gonna be like a rapid fire. We don't have buzzers, so you guys can probably clap. And editor, can you just do some buzzer sound and we just make it
Yeah.
work like that? Okay. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to buzz to answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Like ah.
Or you can clap.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'm
You
ready.
ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna give you dialogues.
Sure.
You have to tell me who the actor
Oh my god.
and what movie.
Oh god, that's
Okay.
She win.
scary. I'm not sure यार. I've stopped watching so.
आप नमक का हक अदा कीजिए, मैं मिट्टी का हक अदा करता हूँ.
I think it's. I haven't seen the movie for sure, but is it a Netaji's something movie?
No.
I have no idea.
No idea.
I was trying to imitate the actor.
हाँ चल ठीक है. Give us hints.
आप नमक का हक अदा कीजिए, मैं मिट्टी का हक अदा करता हूँ. horrible.
What did you try to do with this?
Like आंखें चढ़ी हुई, but Legend of Bhagat Singh, Ajay Devgan.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
नहीं। ऐसे
Next
मत
one,
कर यार।
next one. कोई नहीं,
आसान
ये
वाला
आसान है, ठीक है?
और नहीं होगा तो हिंट भी दे देना.
हिंदुस्तान जिंदाबाद था, जिंदाबाद है और जिंदाबाद
Sunny Deol.
रहेगा. In
गदर.
yes, correct. 1 point. ये इंडियन आर्मी है. हम दुश्मनी में भी एक शराफत रखते हैं.
Sam Manekshaw।
अमिताभ बच्चन in लक्ष्य.
Horrible, I was just guessing।
Noise. मुझे स्टेट्स के नाम नहीं सुनाई देते, ना दिखाई देते हैं.
शाहरुख खान चक दे इंडिया.
ये 3-0 चल रहा है as far as I know, okay?
Oh God, ये मत करो, cancel
दीक्षा
करो।
क्लैप पे रखना
Come on
ऑलरेडी
यार.
अपने मुंह. दीक्षा उससे नहीं आवाज
Okay,
आएगी,
okay.
ऐसे रख.
Vibe, huh? Catch my frequency, okay? अब भी जिसका खून ना खोला.
What?
खून नहीं वो पानी. रंग दे बसंती. रंग दे बसंती. आई डोंट थिंक इट्स आमिर खान. इट वाज अ नैरेटर जो पीछे से बोलता था ना. तो आमिर खान ही होगा आई थिंक.
सही जवाब.
बस cancel।
मचा रही, अरे,
I'm
4-0.
okay to lose this game. I don't remember the dialogues।
ये आसान है, but just okay. Look into my eyes, okay?
Okay, okay।
You
Good one।
want.
ये मुसलमान का खून, ये हिंदू का खून. बता इसमें मुसलमान का कौन सा, हिंदू का कौन सा? बता.
पता है मुझे।
हाँ इसमें वो ऐसे ऐसे कर देता है ना.
ऐसे ऐसे कर देता है.
हाँ.
एक्टर का नाम बता दो.
अ,
ये मुसलमान का खून, ये हिंदू का खून.
नाना पाटेकर.
हाँ.
What? I didn't know this anyway, so it's fine।
Diksha needs some coffee, guys.
No, I need to watch movies and remember dialogues. Like,
This was
Nana
huge.
Patekar, this was a big movie.
Yeah.
Is it Prahar? नहीं.
Prahar was no. Prahar he was an army guy.
ऐसे करके करता है.
क्रांतिवीर.
क्रांतिवीर बहुत पुरानी है.
बहुत पुरानी है.
तो याद भी नहीं रहती. but
अच्छा
dialogue
अभी
याद है मुझे.
okay.
Scene याद.
Come on, come on.
oh, I can't।
5-0.
5-0. But Diksha, come on now.
It's okay. Come on.
I'll tell you the answer.
You relax a bit, okay? You just let your mind relax a bit.
Pretend have my coffee.
I don't remember these movies।
This you will remember, okay?
Okay.
वतन के आगे कुछ भी नहीं, खुद भी नहीं. Female actress, A-lister.
Alia Bhatt
Okay.
in
Yeah.
Razi।
Razi.
Yeah.
Yeah! Finally! High five, high five.
Thanks guys, where am I? Where's my
5-1.
prize?
Diksha.
5-1 और वो भी उसने दिया है तुझे, ठीक है? क्योंकि वो आधे में उसको पता चल गया था आंसर. Okay. This is a favorite of yours, huh? This movie.
Has to
Rang de
be-
Basant।
No, or it'll be Vicky Kaushal. I'm pretty sure. Uri का
Sam
होगा.
Manekshaw।
Uri का होगा.
Wait,
यार.
wait, wait. ये हिंदुस्तान अब चुप नहीं बैठेगा. ये नया हिंदुस्तान है.
Shut up।
ये घर में
Sam
घुसेगा भी
Manekshaw।
नहीं नहीं.
और मारेगा
अरे
भी.
this is Vicky Kaushal and Uri.
Okay, the movie is right.
Oh, Sam Man. हाँ Uri है.
Uri
But
है.
it's someone else who says this. The जो
It's a tricky one, though.
अजीत दोवल बना है उसमें. I think.
मुझे याद ही नहीं।
Wait.
छोड़ यार, रुको,
छोड़ यार.
इतने tough
परेश रावल था इसमें.
परेश तो वही तो बना है अजीत दोवल. परेश रावल ही बना है अजीत दोवल. हाँ हाँ I was right.
She is right. चलो 6 point.
favorite
यार
prize।
एक second ना. Let's just try. I'm trying to be on your side. Okay, just
For what, Joy Rupin? I'm winning with
because you're winning like with a margin now ना. तो जरा बहन भी थोड़ा बहुत.
हाँ ठीक है.
Okay. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Okay. Religion वाला जो कॉलम होता है उसमें हम बोल्ड और कैपिटल में इंडियन लिखते हैं.
Oh God, ये क्या है? मेरे को point is I don't even know
Is
what
it
to
the
think।
same movie that थोड़ी देर पहले भी था?
नहीं. डायलॉग बड़ा अच्छा लगा मुझे, इसे मैंने
हाँ
डाला.
बहुत बहुत अच्छा.
Dialogue is very nice, but if
ओके
you
चल हिंट दे दे इसको. मतलब हम दोनों को बट इसको.
यार ये इंसान बहुत फिल्में करता है.
अच्छा
हद
अच्छा.
से ज्यादा फिल्में करता है.
हाँ दीक्षा टॉल इंसान है. टॉल और
सदियों से करता आ रहा है.
अमिताभ बच्चन।
नहीं नहीं दीक्षा सुन.
एक
बहुत सुपरस्टार का दामाद है. हाँ उसकी वाइफ भी एक्स एक्ट्रेस. वेरी गुड राइटर. हिज वाइफ इज अ ग्रेट
Oh,
राइटर.
अक्षय कुमार।
Yes.
Tall है वो।
टॉल यार 6 फुट. आई थिंक 6 फुट का तो
अक्षय
होगा
कुमार
कम
is
से
right,
कम.
she got
अक्षय
it.
कुमार हाँ
Yeah.
India।
स्पून फीडिंग कर रहा है प्रॉपर. Proper spoon
She's
feeding.
like Akshay Kumar.
Akshay
tall.
Kumar, tall.
Is that the question? Okay, okay. then.
Half a point. Okay, we'll give it half a point.
हाँ, एक
Baby.
दे दे यार, एक दे दे.
एक दे दिया यार. नींबू साहब जय हो.
Guys, अभी खत्म
Baby.
करो ना ये मेरे को नहीं लूज करना है यार.
अच्छा वेट अरे अब बेस्ट डायलॉग मेरे हिसाब से. तुम दूध मांगोगे हम खीर देंगे, तुम कश्मीर मांगोगे हम चीर देंगे.
अब ये तो ना आई थिंक यार एक से ज्यादा मूवीज में
बहुत
use
सारी
हुआ है.
मूवीज में है ये.
एक में
भगत सिंह
है.
में ही होगा.
नहीं.
नहीं भगत सिंह में कश्मीर थोड़ी मांग रहे थे, वो तो इंडिया को ही
That's
निकाल
true.
रहे थे.
हिंट दूं?
हाँ,
मोटा
hint.
हिंट.
हाँ,
सलमान खान का भाई.
सोहेल खान.
अरबाज
अरबाज
खान होगा.
माँ तुझे सलाम.
माँ तुझे सलाम. I haven't seen the movie, but yeah.
हो गया भाई.
लास्ट ओके लास्ट. फर्ज और फर्जी में सिर्फ एक मात्रा का फर्क होता है.
I haven't seen this movie for
You
sure.
definitely have.
राजी only.
No?
No. I haven't seen
We've done another dialogue from this movie. But it's a good dialogue, that's why I've included this one.
Chakti.
Uri.
Uri. Okay.
This is when he tries to convince, he's on vacation, he goes up to his senior and he's like,
हाँ.
मैं जिंदगी पर फर्जी नहीं रहना चाहता,
हाँ.
तो मुझे भेजिए, and instantly he goes and he has to report.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Fuzzy, Uri also. So yeah.
Nice. Well done, Neha.
Thank you.
We will gift you a coffee hamper with coffee.
Thanks, yeah.
With coffee in a cup.
With coffee in a proper cup and not like a can.
Okay,
So,
that's important.
That's beautiful.
yeah. What is the oldest patriotic movie that you've seen?
Yeah, for us, I mean, I think for me, the one that I remember very well is Prahar. And then उसके बाद Border. Border would be for
I
you.
remember.
Border for Diksha.
What is the age difference between you guys?
4 years.
Sweet. Okay, last question. What is that one piece of advice that has helped you in your careers as a writer?
For me, I would think that I was told one time that for in the beginning when you just start writing, you should just write without thinking how it looks on paper or how it would look to the reader. So just write, and then when you come back to it, you can do whatever you want to do to it editing wise. So I think that's a great piece of advice because it kind of rids you of anything holding you back, and then you have a first draft. It's much easier to work on the first draft than it is to work on this.
Brilliant.
I think I feel like I've just never been advised because I was not into English reading and writing a lot for the longest time. I only started writing and reading when I went for my master's in journalism. But over the years, I've learned a lot on the job, and I think a big advice I will give as a writer would be whatever you're writing, just step into the shoes of the person, right? And I think one of the things that you can do is like read a lot from that person or about that person before you start writing. I think the writing starts flowing automatically when you do that. So if I'm writing about a hero, watch a couple of movies about a hero or read a few articles about about a war hero, and then you start writing. A lot of times we think कि ऐसे कहीं से भी आ ही जाएगा कुछ. If you want to actually get things done, just have a process to do it. I would say, and I think you'll get there.
Okay, this is like a encore question. Okay, what is your favorite story or a piece from your latest book? Something that was really hard hitting for you, and then I'll ask you the same question.
There were many. Of course. I think the one thing that I remember, I actually don't want to give away from the book, but since you've asked, was a very poignant point where Neebu's father told us, his father told us that when he went for his pipping, कहते हैं ना, when you get commissioned, so they have that whole ceremony, and the parents pip you, which means कि वो आपके shoulder का वो हटा देते हैं, and they reveal the stars on your shoulders. That's called pipping. So when they go for pipping, when he had gone, so for his pipping, his father and his younger brother had gone, Atule and his father. And he told us that there at one point, and because they are devout Christians, so this at one point Neebu sat down and asked his father to pray for him. Sat down and asked his father's a pastor, so asked him to pray for him, and his father said that when he sat down, he just couldn't pray for him. उनको आया ही नहीं, मतलब उनसे हो ही नहीं रहा था. And then Nibu looked up and he realized that his father is not able to pay for him. So he told him ki it's okay, and he prayed for himself. And when he told us this, I cannot tell you how, like, it was, yeah, I was
have
like,
goosebumps right
cannot believe that that happened. And, you know, how that man would have felt, because he lived for his family every day, did everything. The one thing that he asked was to pray. And it's not his father's fault. उनको भी नहीं feel आया या क्या हुआ, who knows, you know, was it a premonition, who knows. But he just couldn't, being a pastor, couldn't pray for his son. So that, yeah.
For me, I think, so I was asked recently that if you had to go back to 1999, how did your family cope and what would you change? About our father, the grief, right? So, one of my favorite chapters from the book is something called Men Don't Cry. And I think it has a lot to do with how, because they are told not to cry, they don't deal with grief and, you know, the toughest times of their lives the best way possible. That chapter gives you some insight into how the brother dealt with Anibu's death, how the father would
Ripley's
have,
death.
you know, and that's tough, you know, that's very tough. That okay, well, we also didn't deal with grief very well, but thinking about men with grief, I think that's just such a tougher journey to take because they are told not to cry. And I'm glad we could give a sense of that in this book.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, guys. What's next in store for you guys? Are you guys working on something else, Abhi?
मेरा दिन सुबह से रात, you know, building Yoso Media, and I think I'm really having fun doing that.
You want to give people links and stuff that we can
Absolutely,
follow?
just go to yosomedia.in and if you're looking for personal branding, we're the right guys to talk to, I guess. And yeah, just follow us on our social media handles. You'll keep getting to know about Nimbu Saab has a handle. Hashtag
Yeah. We have
at Nimbu Saab.
It's just Nimbu
So
Saab, yeah.
please follow us and keep getting updates on that.
Yeah. I'm also working on Happy Birthday, but I am I'm in conversation with another people for another military story, but this time maybe based on true events and not completely you know, real, because I mean it would be real, but there would be some fiction in it as well. So I can't speak more.
I'm
but
thinking of more and more questions that I want to ask you guys. Your favorite patriotic song?
बहुत हैं अब तो ना, बट आई थिंक केसरी का गाना अच्छा लगता है मुझे, जो दैट तेरी मिट्टी.
Yeah, me too.
सो आई थिंक दैट राइट नाउ. उसके पहले मेरा बहुत सालों तक, अभी भी आई थिंक टू अ लार्ज एक्सटेंट, वन ऑफ माई मोस्ट फेवरेट पेट्रियोटिक सॉन्ग्स इज भारत हमको जान से प्यार है.
And Air Watan from
Yeah, Air
Razi.
Watan's
I
also
really like the female version as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So these.
Neha and Diksha, thank you so much for coming. This is my first episode. I'm so glad that you guys are here. You guys look incredible, beautiful. मैं वारी जावा. And
Thank you
all
so
the
much
best.
for calling us.
Yeah.
It was lovely talking, you know, heart to heart.
Yeah.
For
And
about Bravehearts.
it was lovely rolling with Rupin. And very glad to be there on your first episode. And I hope, wish you guys all the luck. And I hope you guys,
It's so strange, we've guys. I mean, I've known them for almost a decade now.
yeah, shit. we
But
will.
this like heartfelt and deep diving into these books and talking about these stories, we've never, because we are so busy singing our songs at karaoke.
Absolutely.
Singing,
I mean, I'm just
She
in the
Will Be
background
Loved.
clapping. But
Yeah,
I'm just busy fighting for the mic.
fighting for the mic.
for Rupin.
Creep, right? That's your song? No.
No, I have no songs. I only have background music from for you, basically.
She used to hate me, by the way, because apparently I snatched the mic from her
Whenever
one
I was
karaoke.
singing, so annoying.
And now we do the same thing for him.
Yeah, it's
Go and snatch the mic from other people.
ridiculous, ridiculous.
You just make us.
See us
Bats.
at our next karaoke hangout.
Yes.
These are the most fun people for karaoke. So if you guys are hosting a karaoke party,
But they just heard that
Definitely.
we snatch mics. I mean, I don't think they're calling us.
but they're so cute. Even if they snatch the mic, it's cool, guys.
Just call us for
आपकी
our
जो सभा है उसकी शोभा बढ़ा रही हैं ये दो
Absolutely.
प्यारी प्यारी cuties. तो definitely इन्हें बुलाइए. And I'm so glad that I could call you and we could make this happen. I could not imagine anyone else doing this with.
Oh.
And yeah, happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day.
Independence Day, Azadi Mubarak.
Yeah.
See you guys next episode.